We're Ben and Emily, and we've just bought a long wheelbase Mercedes Vario, which will be turning into our new home. After a lifetime of off-grid living in various boats and vehicles and having kitted out 7 vans between us over the years, we're aiming for our most ambitious build yet.
This week we continue with our Vario van conversion. It is time to get this insulation finished.
We also cut a load more holes in the van and install our beautiful wood burner, sort of.
Hello there.
Greetings.
How you doing?
I'm feeling good because we've just finished this section of taping for the insulation. That's right, we're still insulating.
How many days has it been?
You said 5 days. I don't know how accurate that is. It could be true.
Could be longer.
5 pure days of insulating, and there's still more to go. So that's what it would be good to continue with now. Do some more. We're going to glue wooden battens here on every rib all along.
On both sides.
Put blocks of insulation there, and that's to prepare for having the ply on top of it eventually. But it also means we can wedge in the insulation for now and then tape it all in. I've already cut the insulation. Dave cut the battens. We've also got the battens to go along the top here, all along, in preparation for the tongue and groove.
I think I've said it about 100 times. I'm so looking forward to getting the insulation finished. I cannot believe how long this has taken. I don't know if I would recommend this stuff. I don't know, it is good. It feels like it's going to be really good quality.
Yeah.
But I've always used that fluffy stuff before. If you want to do a quick job, use that. If you want to do a quick job, buy an ambulance because it's already got windows and insulation in it. Go to base van.
Or even quicker, load of old sleeping bags, staple gun, boom, boom,
What
boom
are
on the
they
walls.
stapled to? You can't staple into metal.
You can worry about that on the road.
Okay, so let's get these pieces of wood glued in. Where's anything that I need? Where's everything gone? It may well be overkill because it can hold up to 400 kilos. But I want it to be glued forever. I actually glued something wrong with it the other day and I had to use the multi-tool to cut it off and it was so hard to do. This stuff is insane. Highly recommend if you want to glue something, use this.
But it needs to run pretty much equal the whole way.
Looking alright?
I'm getting there.
You look like you're having a funny time.
I am. I'm just trying to line up these flipping battens. Baton, baguette, croissant. Oh!
Okay, are you happy with this?
Yeah, I'm happy. When we get this ply on, I just want it to go on like nice, you know.
Yeah, it'd be really annoying if it's really wonky.
But these metallic rib-like structures aren't exactly the same. They're not identical, so it is going to be lucky if it goes up smooth when we get to that point.
Well,
best
there's not
to
much we
presume
can do.
it won't be straightforward.
So Benny has cut, well actually I think my dad did it, cut little grooves into the wood. That's what those lines are, so that it can bend slightly.
We've run out of clamps now, but we've put a few of these battens up and they're gluing into place.
So yeah, we just need to wait
Yeah.
so that we can free up these clamps to do some more.
For it to dry now. So whilst we're waiting for this glue to dry, I went and cut the frames out for the windows here. There's sort of like a inner spacer for the windows that we're also going to attach another frame onto them when we get to that point. So we've just put the first one on and Emily is putting some of her favourite fluffy stuff all around it in a really nice way.
I hate this stuff.
We're also going to put the inner plastic frame that has the blinds and the fly screen onto the window there, so that helps the frame that I've made glue and get to where we want it to be.
Sandwich it together.
Yes,
this is
sandwich.
very exciting. This is very, very exciting to me.
It's a good bit of progress. Yeah. So as you can see, this wood sort of holds the plastic frame in position, and then later on we're going to put another nice frame as a board around the edge of it, and then Then there'll be ply and framing and etc, etc, general tidiness.
Oh, Benny! Are you having fun?
It's going on really nicely, isn't it?
Yay! Look at that. Finally have a window frame.
2 more to go.
Sure this fits?
Fit a
You
minute
put
ago.
it in a second ago. Why is it not fit now?
You put too much glue in.
No, it's not the glue. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Pretty happy with how things are coming on. Getting there slowly. But if there is something that I am rubbish at, it's staying hydrated. But that is all going to change thanks to this week's sponsor, Bottle Bottle. We are absolutely loving Bottle Bottle's bottles. They come in an amazing array of colours, patterns. This one's called the Hydro X. You can open this bit and pour your drink. So if you're using it for tea, or it has a really cool little straw, really nice to drink out of, and a great little carry handle. It also has a very special bottom. So you unscrew it and it has a little compartment. You open that up and you can keep tablets in there or whatever you want. You can put tea bags in here or even your keys, whatever you want in there. So as I'm sure you can imagine, we hate using plastic bottles, so it's great having a really nice quality bottle by our side all the time to help us keep hydrated.
Bottle Bottle have also sent us one of their super cool 3-in-1 bottles, which as you can see is a drinks bottle now. Now it's a hot drinks flask and a bottle, and you can also put 2 small cans in these to keep them cool. All of their bottles have non-slip bottoms, they're leak proof, and they can keep ice cold for up to 12 hours. If you'd like to get your hands on one of these bottles, you can use our code to get 15% off, and that's 15 Ben Emily. The link's in the description. Thanks Bottle Bottle for partnering with us in this video. Okay, let's get on and finish this flipping insulation.
Okay folks, feel like we've had a successful day. It doesn't really look that much different in here as usual, but I have managed to insulate absolutely every nook and cranny. Benny has put all 3 window frames in, which feels very good. It's very exciting. Unfortunately, this one is a bit broken. I don't know when it got broken, but it's pretty annoying because they're really expensive windows. It's actually just 2 tiny staples that have come out. So hopefully we're going to be able to fix it. I'm going to talk to the people who I bought it from. Anyway, we are going to stop for today. We're still waiting for this stuff to set properly. I think we could get away with it, but we just want to leave it for as long as possible. So we'll come back tomorrow and we'll do the ceiling. But first meal being cooked in the van. My dad and Benny are having salmon for dinner. The gas has just run out in the van. We thought we'd just eat here because we're still doing a few things and tidying up. But yeah, first meal in the van, and it is absolutely smoking out in here. And it smells like fish. First meal, cooked in the van. Sort of on the edge of the van. Okay, see you tomorrow guys. Hey Benny, what's happening today?
What's happening today?
What's going on here?
Today the build continues, but I'm just doing a little bit of culinary tangenting by making us a delicious dessert. I'm also making a temporary like table for the wood burner to sit on. So in between this, I'm also doing that. So I'm just filling these fancy dates with almond butter, and then I'm going to coat them in that dark chocolate that I've just melted. But as far as the van goes, today we're aiming to finish this insulation, which has proven to be quite time consuming, challenging and slightly tedious. Once that's done, we're going to get on the roof and cut another hole in the roof for an extractor fan for the bathroom. It's a max air fan extractor, and it's just so that when we run in the shower it's going to suck all that moist air out of there. And yeah, we're going to start putting the wood burner in so that we can start working early and maybe a bit later too. This morning everything was covered in frost, everything was frozen, and it didn't warm up until about 10 o'clock. So if we can get this wood burner lit at like 8:30, we can get in there a bit earlier. And so yeah, we have got a busy day, but we know with a belly full of these, what isn't possible?
I want to see one covered in chocolate. Oh yeah.
And now into the fridge with you.
So that the chocolate sets.
And you may be wondering, why the heck is he making hand-tailored dessert snacks when he's meant to be fitting out a van? Well, the answer to that is, as you know, Easter is round about here. We've been eating a lot of chocolate bought from the shop, and it's just full of sugar and not actually much like cocoa or anything. And it's been giving me like big crashes, super big highs, followed by big crashes, and it's not ideal for this kind of work. So I thought, let's make a really delicious homemade dessert that's a bit nicer on the sugar side and, you know, better ingredients. So I do recommend having a go at making these. They're incredible if you want to avoid eating sugary things, because the sugar in the dates is natural, so I think your body processes it a little bit better. I think we're also gonna, if we have time, put a couple more holes in the side of the van, one for the water inlet and one for the hookup adapter.
And this is for the wood burner?
Yeah, these are the legs for just like a quick table for the wood burner.
Yeah, it's not going to be the final thing, is it? It's just...
No.
Okay, Benny has made a little table for the wood burner, which is going to go here somewhere, just right on that edge there. Chimney is going out there. Ah, there's insulation there now.
Oh, crack.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so we need to take that down. Or cut a hole for it. And we also need to figure out exactly where the max air dome's going. I think it's going to go there. About there. I'm going to drill some pilot holes from inside, then I'm going to get on the roof and cut that out with a jigsaw. Yeah, it's pretty simple, I think, to put in. It does have, obviously, electrics to it, but that is coming at another point. While I talk about electrics, we had quite a lot of comments on last week's video saying, why have we not put the electrics in yet? Why have we not put the wiring in yet? Well, I know that a lot of people do that and they put it behind the insulation. I don't like having the wires so deep behind everything. I like the idea of being able to get to bits and bobs when I need to, if we need to change something or just check on something.
We can put the electrics on after, and then we'll have to box them off in some places. That means we can undo the boxes and get to bits that we want to.
I think it seems pretty simple, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So this is our max air dome. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, so this handle stays out like that and you pull down on it, I think, when it's installed, and it kind of opens this black bit up and then the fan comes on, which is really cool. And we got the one with the LED light, which is this bit. So I think we're probably going to have another light in there in the bathroom anyway, but this is just like an additional little light to have in there. So let's see if we can install this bit right now.
Okay, so that's the size that we need.
Right, shall I know I said I'd do it, but I'm going to let Benny do it because I've cut my finger open and it's really sore. I know that's a bit lame.
Flashback.
It's actually, I keep cutting my fingers. I've got loads of cuts on this blooming silver foil tape. It's horrible stuff. If you catch your finger on the edge of it, it is like the worst paper cut. It's really deep and horrible, and I don't want to think about it because I don't want to nearly pass out again. So anyway, Benny's gonna drill through the ceiling.
Okay, you can choose
one.
one.
Oh wow, they look great. Oh yes, look at those.
Except for that one, which I did before I added milk to the chocolate, so it's like 100% dark chocolate.
Okay. Oh, did you add milk to it?
Yeah, this one looks good.
Oh, Benny, what? For goodness. That's so silly.
Put them back.
Oh, that's so good. I don't really like dark chocolate, but because the medjool dates are so sweet, it goes so well with the almond butter.
Oh, that is happy. You can't only have one, can you? I'll go get them again.
Oh, what's that? You've got... Don't eat... Benny, that's disgusting. Stop it.
Mmm.
Bit of chocolate stuck on the ceiling now. Okay, so I have filed down the edges and I've just put a little bit of paint around the edge there. So while that paint is drying, we are going to cut the holes, or Benny's going to cut the holes for the water inlet next, I think.
Yeah, let's do it. I want the
I don't know why I'm nervous about this one.
I want the electric one as well. Where's that?
The what? Sorry, the electric one is in the front of the van. I'll go get that. Tiny table!
Yeah. You can tell that was made on a wonk. That's as round as I could get.
Rounder than the one on the roof, but I don't think it really matters, does it?
No.
Our electric hookup is going to come out here, which is very close to, oh, you can't really see it because of the shadow, but this thing that holds the door when it's open, which you might think that's a terrible idea, but we are going to hardly ever use the electric hookup, and it is the place we need to put it, so let's go in there.
Yeah, so our plan is to have all the electrics on the other side of this wall in the boot, so it's a great place for us to put that hook up. And yeah, we've just got to make sure we're not swinging this door all the way around, but the doors actually have hooks on them as well, so you can open them just to like a 90-degree point. So we've just got to be careful if it is charging on there.
Which is going to be like
I think
once...
we'd have to be pretty reckless to like throw it open the whole way. So yeah, that's where
it'll be like
go.
Once every probably like 4 months or something.
Yeah,
though.
I imagine like maybe in winter.
Yeah.
When there's no solar, because we're going to have enough solar to keep the battery charged, hopefully.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay, so it's food time.
Yeah, we're having veggie burgers.
Oh yeah,
Just veggie burgers, to be honest.
They look slamming.
You'll have to excuse our very messy kitchen. My dad has left. Oh yeah, we forgot to say my dad went. He's gone. He's actually bought himself a van. He's always had vans, but he hasn't had one for a few years. And he's got one now. He's gone to sort all that out. And my dad was very, very helpful doing like chores and stuff. So we're a bit behind with the chores.
Yeah.
And obviously he helped with the build. Do you want kimchi on yours?
Oh yeah, please.
I did you fried onions because I know you love fried onions. Okay, I don't know how you're going to close those. 1 minute, let me see if I can. I don't know how you're going to eat that. Good luck.
I'll find a way.
Is that alright?
Lovely, thank you. And in the sun. Perfect.
Okay, those burgers defeated us. I just want to go sleep now. Benny is going to be cutting the next hole in the van, and I'm going to get back on the roof and I'm going to use the mastic tape that we used on the other skylights for the Max Air Dome, and I'm going to install that. And we're going to try and get all of these in before sunset. I don't think we're going to get the wood burner in today. I think that might be a bit ambitious. And don't look too closely at my siliconing. It's quite hard to silicone in a circle or like tape it off, so it's still a bit messy. Right, are we getting the wood burner in?
Let's try.
Okay, let's do it.
What do you think to this clear blue sky?
Glorious! Oh great, 2 holes. Looking good, Benny?
Okay, got the wood burner in position roughly, but we'll just try to line it up now to make a hole for the flue pipe to go.
Oh, I think that's pretty good.
So that's where we originally put it. Okay, this is where it's going to go, the wood burner. If it seems like it's in a strange position, don't worry, it isn't. We're going to be building a vermiculite wall around it with all the finishings, etc. when that time comes. And it means that we get that extra bit of space by bringing it this way for our kitchen to go.
I think it just looks really weird at the moment because it's literally the only thing in here.
Yeah.
It looks ridiculous. Yeah, the kitchen is going to come up to about there. And then yeah, there's gonna be a wall behind, but it's because it's the first thing going in, it just looks really silly. And because, no offence Benny, but that table,
I made it in like 17 seconds.
I know you did, you made it so fast. Cool, let's do it, let's get it in.
Let's go.
And then we can do more work tonight.
Yeah, I don't know, I think I'm done.
Oh my goodness. Right, Benny says we need to go and look at it from outside. I know what he wants to show me, and before I show you guys, I just need to point out that I think I ordered the wrong length chimney. I knew we were going to have to cut it down a little bit, but this is ridiculous.
Avoid low bridges.
Wow. Now that is silly. I think I needed to order 2 half-metre pieces. Instead, I ordered a half-metre piece and a metre piece. Or something like that. Yeah, I think that's right. And then because of the 2 elbows, it makes it even longer, obviously. Oh well, wasted a little bit of money there, but never mind. Like I say, we knew we were going to have to cut it anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference, to be honest.
I'm making the flashing hole the right size.
So this thing goes over the chimney on the outside. We put silicone around the edge here, on the inside obviously, and then I think we screw it in. Do we need to screw it in?
You do screw it in. I'm not too worried now. I think we just get it in position because it's not going to rain for another. We don't know when it's going to rain next. Get it on and then we can light it if we want.
Woohoo! And I've installed that, and I'm about to put that one in.
That's going to go back in there now.
Okay, it is about 7:30. We've been going pretty much all day. I know we've just put this wood burner in here so that we could work later, but we are actually really tired. We're going to stop for today. I have just put the electric hookup thing in loose. It doesn't matter, it's not going to rain for like at least another week, so we're all good there. But yeah, the wood burner is kind of like dry fitted, if you like. It's not properly in, but it just means that we can be warm in the mornings and later on in the evening, because at this sort of time it starts just dropping and it gets so cold. I think it was like -2 last night. So tomorrow we will, I don't even want to say the word insulation, but I need to say it. Tomorrow we will finish the ceiling insulation. It's pretty much done now. It's just where we've cut holes in the ceiling and stuff, we had to leave spaces, and also around the electric and the water input thingies there. And then I'm going to use some of this stuff. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. I've got it, I'm going to just try it. There's some bits where we couldn't insulate, so I'm just going to put that like kind of over it. Better than nothing? Don't know, maybe it doesn't do anything. And I'm also going to use it on the bulkhead there. And then I think we're going to be moving on to our electrics, as in getting the cables where we want them. So we need to do a lot of figuring out. We will see you tomorrow. Good morning guys, we are back at the camp. It is pretty fresh this morning, not quite as cold as when we arrived yesterday, but we are going to put the wood burner on, get it nice and toasty in there, and finish this bloomin' insulation once and for all. I cannot wait. How's Benny this morning?
I'm okay.
Highlighters for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's cold in here. Not for long.
First fire in Percy.
Yeah. First fire in Mordred.
Or
Merlin.
Or Merlin.
Oh, thanks for all the van name ideas, everybody. It's left us quite inspired and slightly confused. A lot of people want us to call the van Van Morrison, which is tempting. Maybe Merlin.
I know.
Also tempting.
I know like 2 people who've got vans called Van Morrison.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I don't. I wish I did. Okay, that is lit. We'll leave that for a little bit. Come
Yay!
back and be warm. Put a bit more in actually. This is great, the size of this, you can just crack proper like big bits in this one. Proud and tall. A statement piece.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, good. Shame I'll have to cut it.
Good morning, guys. It is the next day. After we got to the big van and lit the fire, we actually just spent about 12 hours finishing the installation off. We didn't film it because we just couldn't bring ourselves to film any more of that insulation, but it is now finished. So we're moving on to the next step, which is ply lining the bulkhead, and then I think we're going to start thinking about some wiring. Obviously, we've not put the wires behind our insulation. That was a purposeful decision. We want to be able to access them, so they're going to run through the backs of cupboards and along the floor in conduit and stuff like that. So we will start on that pretty soon. That's probably going to be in next week's video. In the comments, there's been a lot of comments about the fact that we haven't sound deadened the van. I've never done that in any of my van builds. I don't think Benny has. I just think it's, to be honest, a bit of a waste of money. I've never really noticed the difference that it makes, and I don't know, I'm just not that bothered. I don't mind if the van makes a bit of a noise. That's just kind of what vans do, I think. I'm sure a lot of you will disagree, but I'm not bothered about it. Right now, we are going to head to Wickes to grab the ply for the bulkhead. We might also get the wood, the ply for some of the bedroom, just so we've got it. Benny is going away again this weekend, so I am gonna try and do some jobs on my own. Don't know if we might start on the ceiling. We're gonna do tongue and groove ceiling. We'll see how it goes, but for now we're gonna sort this bulkhead out, make it look a bit nicer. We're not gonna do the door today, we're just gonna line it and, yeah, make it look a bit better. Wickes was a kind of success. They had got no decent 9mm ply, it was all like really tatty and horrible. So we are going to attempt to do the bulkhead in 5.5mm ply. We want to get this done today, really. So we're going to give it a go.
So this is the ply that we've got to fix to the bulkhead. We've actually still got the original ply that was on the bulkhead. It was, what was it, 12mm?
I think it was at least, I think it was 15 or 18mm.
Yeah, so
it was very thick.
So we've gone for something a lot thinner than that, more lightweight, and I've been able to use it as a template for this side. Although I've got to make some adjustments to it. It's good because it's the bit that goes round where the sliding door mechanisms are. It's a bit of a complicated cut, so it's good that I've got the template there to use it. Okay, it's cut. Let's go see if it will fit in the space before we do anything else.
It's looking pretty good. What are you thinking?
I'm pretty happy with it.
Fits nice around here. This looks pretty horrible. Well, I think once we've painted it, we can shuffle it in and it will fit in the
that needs to go as well, actually. But apart from that, this curve is what I've kind of guessed from the other side, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Okay, I'm just going to give this a quick coat of primer because it's going to be a lot easier to do that before it goes up. Benny's making us a smoothie, and then we'll cut the other side out. Oh, brain freeze.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Oh, frozen berries. We've got so much solar coming in. The van batteries are on 100% all the time. So we've got the fridge on full, so it means that we can use the freezer. So we've got frozen berries. That's delicious. But I do have brain freeze. Ah, thank you. Let's see if this fits. Obviously we will need to cut a hole through it for where the cut through is.
Okay, so I'm going to adjust it. I think because the floor height's changed, it's changed where this groove is supposed to be. So it's all good.
Otherwise, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's a perfect fit, and it looks dead nice. It is flat, which was the main thing I was worried about. Yeah, they fit.
That isn't a gap, that's just where they're sat.
It's going to get fixed on.
Okay. Good. Here we are in the cab.
So we're going to pencil on where the hole's going to be, and then we'll cut it from outside.
Okay, so we have cut the hole in the wood. I've painted the other piece of this. Just going to get this painted and then we'll put it all in.
You know it fits, it's already been in.
Okay, the bulkhead is in and yeah, really happy with it. I think that the 5mm ply or the 5.5mm plies worked really well actually. Thinking about it, if it had been the 9mm, I think we would have really struggled getting it in because we needed it to sort of bend to slot in. In hindsight, it might have been better to do that before the installation, but it doesn't really matter because it's worked with the 5mm, so all good. So we have used some really, really strong glue. It's this stuff again. I've never used glue before. I never usually use it. Usually prefer screws, but so it can hold up to 400 kilos, so it'll be fine holding a couple of bits of ply. There's only going to be really one shelf going on there, and we've put supports behind there for that. For now, we have just clamped it together so that the glue can set. We have put a few screws in just for now. It's looking good. It feels good to have like an actual wall up in here, and it'll be really nice to get that cut through, like framed off and looking really good, but that is definitely not our priority right now. Are we having salad for dinner by any chance?
We are.
Oh.
It's a salady kind of day, nice and warm. Alright, well the next thing we're going to be moving on to will be putting in the wiring for the ceiling lights. So that will be our next task. And when we can get ourselves some nice 9mm ply for the walls, and we can put up the walls at the rear of the van, and that will allow us to then build the bed. So we'll be on to putting structures into the van next.
That is so exciting. So yeah, that is it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed this video. We know that that insulation took far too long to do, but we're so glad it's done now. And we got a few other jobs done. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate everyone who's been watching. And as always, thank you so much to our patrons and everyone who's bought us a coffee. Your support is, you know, it means so much to us.
Thanks everyone.
We will see you next time.
See you next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That looks good.
Salad with naan bread.